We're here with the Beavers from Buena Vista after the opening round game here at the St. Paul Regional, as the Beavers were defeated by Washington University in St. Louis 7-0. We're joined by head coach Mandie Nocita and student athletes right-handed pitcher Ashtyn Miller and today's starting center fielder Chloe Wells. Coach, first we'll open up with an opening statement for you.
Well, that was a tough loss. Obviously, this is the first time in a while that we've been on this kind of a stage, and I think it kind of may have been another learning moment for us of maybe how to overcome some of those jitters, those nerves. We're a pretty solid team from top to bottom, and we didn't really necessarily exhibit that today. But I know we have opportunities to come back from that and learn from that and be better from it too. So as much as we would rather have a better outcome, part of learning and part of playing the game is learning.
All right, we'll open it up for questions for both coach and student athletes.
All right. Coach, you touched on it a little bit there with the first time in 24 years. How much do you think the nerves from everyone in general probably played a part of it, at least in the early going?
I think it played a pretty good part. I think honestly we've talked about it enough this week that we tried to overcome it, and maybe talked about it a little bit too much too. Maybe put some emphasis on it, and we have as much as our pitching staff is veteran, we also have a very young team. We have a lot of freshmen and sophomores in our lineup, and it's kind of new for them too. There's different regulations and rules and procedures that we have to follow this week, and it's just weird that we haven't had to follow those. So then it puts you on a whole different playing field too, a little bit, and just knowing that stuff is going on. But I do think that we had the right mentality going into today's game. I do think that we had the right energy going into today's game. So I don't think it's out of mind being able to overcome that tomorrow.
Ashtyn, we'll turn things over to you. A couple of quick runs there in the first couple of innings, but then you seemed to settle down a little bit there until they put up the 3-run double there late. What was kind of your approach going in as a pitcher to try and slow those bats down?
I was just trying to hit my spots and let my defense work behind me. They had hits here and there that were gappers, were in no man's land, so you really can't do much about that, and just getting right back at it and going after the next batter.
And Chloe, you had one of the team's 4 hits. You also had a strong center field performance defensively. They kind of picked on you and Carly out in left center field. You had some nice catches out there. What was kind of your approach, being one of those younger classmen coming in? What was kind of your approach, your mentality coming in?
Based in the outfield, one thing that we always talk about is nothing drops in the outfield, because as the center field, kind of the captain of the outfield, it's important that you have to talk to your other fielders, and with that, we're always saying no dropping, and we've been working really hard this week on making sure we're drop stepping correctly to get back, and then also being able to come forward at a correct speed to get those ones that are barely dropping in. And I felt like today we did a pretty good job of covering the whole outfield, whether it was droppers or the ones that they were cranking to the fence. So pretty much just a couple, yeah. Basically just cover the whole outfield, and then at bat, I'm always trying to make sure I can score people or just be on top, always make sure I'm the one in control of that bat situation.
And now obviously following a loss, it's always how you bounce back. What was your kind of talk to the team afterwards as far as bouncing back tomorrow and then coming back on Sunday?
It was super positive. Well, we had some moments of corrective directions with our team a little bit, and just understanding the direction that we want to go and that we need to go, and kind of what makes us us. Maybe doing a quick check-in. Our whole season, what has made us is being relaxed and energetic and having fun with the game, and not letting the pressures of the game get to us. That's always kind of been our MO. That's kind of been the culture of BV softball this year, and that's kind of made us different than in the past. And so just wanting to make sure we had some corrective measures in place, that we get back to that a little bit, and that we get back to who we are. So a little adjustment today, a little adjustment tonight, and I don't think that it's out of question that we can maybe come back for the losers bracket and make a weekend of it.
Okay.
Perfect, thank you.